Alright, I'm in. Because look, there's some next level shit going on around here and I'm with that. But before y'all get to beaming me up, it's a couple things I want you to understand. First off, you chose me. So you recognize the skills. And I don't want nobody calling me son or kid or sport or nothing like that, cool?
Cool, whatever you say, Slick, but I need to tell you something about all your skills. As of right now, they mean precisely dick.
Are we truly alone in this piece of shaduki we call the universe? This is a question that everybody has asked, especially these people. I mean, for shitting out loud, it's not like we've actually seen aliens on another planet, but at the same time, you can't say that there's nothing out there, because we still got 8 other planets to explore. I mean, hell, did you guys know that there's entirely different galaxies out there? Holy shit! But actually, movie directors of all shapes and sizes have actually thought to themselves, you know, what if aliens did invade us? Most of them think that if aliens invaded us, they will come down here, steal our resources, possibly kill us, and then destroy the planet. But a few other directors have actually thought, you know, maybe aliens don't want to just kill us for no reason whatsoever. Maybe they want to befriend us. Maybe they're lost and lonely. The only movies that I know that had friendly aliens in it that needed our help is Galaxy Quest and E.T. But actually, in 1997, there was one movie released that decided to sort of mix those two elements together. That happens to be Men in Black. You can correct me if I'm wrong if you want to, and you really want to prove to me that I'm even more stupider than I thought. But I think Men in Black was the first alien movie to actually have a combination of aliens that are friendly to us and want to befriend us, and then those aliens that just want to destroy us all because, I don't know, we're human. I don't know. I think it should also be pointed out that this movie was also directed by Barry Sonnenfeld. Remember back in the Lemony Snicket review when I said that he was originally going to be the director for that movie? And he wanted to make that into a musical? Yeah, he's the director of this movie, in case you didn't hear me a few seconds ago. And in case you haven't seen Men in Black before, spoilers, it's not a musical. But nevertheless, when you exclude the sequels, does this movie still hold its uniqueness up today? Or does it make the audience want to get neuralized? Alrighty then. The beginning scene is actually only here so we can hear the Men in Black theme, which is conducted by Danny Elfman. And I'm just gonna say right now, Elfman again does such an amazing friggin' job. This theme is just so great. I mean, it's action-packed, it's suspenseful, it's everything you really need in a theme about a secret agency hunting aliens. Not necessarily hunting aliens, but you'll see what I mean later. In fact, you know what? I'll even call this theme a pro of the movie. But amazing movie themes aside, we get introduced to our main character, who's known as Agent K, who is also played by Tommy Lee Jones, before he looked like dried, cracked up Play-Doh. He is the kind of guy who almost never smiles, takes his job very seriously, and he really never jokes around. Kind of like Piglet. But overall, Agent K is a pretty cool character, and he's a really great matchup for somebody that we will be seeing later. But Agent K and D are here to inspect some suspicious looking activity involving these, okay, I would generally say like a race or ethnicity here. But if I say it wrong, I know I'm gonna get a lot of people pointing at me saying racism. So he nabs this guy and then takes him into like the dark part of the forest. And it turns out that not only is this guy an illegal alien, but he is actually also a space alien.
Dollars to pesos, you're not from anywhere near here. Mikey?
Yamanik say Heister Kopströbe. Kampana Jeksha,
Mikey, when they let you out of jail?
You know, this guy looks like if you took Squidward and Jar Jar Binks and then you forcefully stuffed them inside of a blender, hit for pay, and then switched that blending speed to 10! All to just come up with this weird concoction of alien species. But unfortunately, an officer kind of sort of notices this activity going on, and Mikey gets a little bit upset.
Oh, shit.
Wow. Just scenes like that, they really, truly make me think of the Great Blue Splatter disaster of 1843. Oh, that was a bad year. Alright, so after Dee's failed attempt at shooting this Squidward Binks concoction, whatever you want to call it, Mikey, I guess, both K and D sort of maybe think that this should be the time that D retires.
I'm sorry about back there.
That happens.
Been used to. Spirit's willing, Kay, but the rest of me. I'll tell you, Kay. I will miss the chase.
So K uses a device called the neuralizer. I will explain what this does later, because right after K neuralizes D, we cut straight to our other main character.
Freeze! LAPD, freeze!
This is James Edwards, played by Will Smith, who is doing what he does best. Chasing something. Specifically, though, he's chasing this guy until they meet up on a local rooftop, where Edwards notices something interesting about him.
He's coming because I failed, and now he'll kill me, too.
Yeah, well, you just pissing everybody off today, huh?
You don't understand. Your world's gonna end.
Oh, please, I doubt anybody's actually gonna show up. What was he talking about? Why the hell did you even kill yourself? What do you gotta worry about? What, we're on a farm? Please, what is a sign? There's nothing happening here. Okay, I guess there may be something. Oh god, yep, that's a pyro ball of flaming fire! Oh, schnart! Okay. So he wasn't lying. But hey, at least I still know my 1-2-Cs and my AB3s. So this butt schmiggler dude named Edgar notices the commotion and checks out what the flark just happened. So, are you guys ready for some of the most disturbing sounds ever? Well, get your imaginations ready and close your eyes, cause let's just say, this spaceman found himself a costume!
You can have my gun when you pry it from my cold dead fingers.
Your proposal is acceptable.
Oh, come on. He doesn't look that different. He actually looks relatively normal. See? What's there to worry about? Why are we even still on this farm? Let's head back to Edwards, where he's in a police room discussing with a couple of cops about what he saw on the rooftop.
One set, then he blinked a completely different set.
You know, like high beams and low beams.
And of course, Fatty McWonder Donut over here doesn't believe him. God damn it, McWonder Donut! Luckily, Kay happens to show up and the two start hanging out and doing things such as, but not limited to, eating Chinese, playing with memory erasing flashlights, and shooting people's heads off. Oh my god, they killed an innocent human, never mind, he's normal again. Can you guys do that? I certainly can do that. I can block one bullet, but that's all I'm gonna block. Anyway, Edwards gets invited to this place for training.
What is he training for, Wolf?
Don't worry, I'm getting to that. He ends up in a testing room where we meet Zed, who is played by Rip Torn. He gathered Edwards and all these military-looking dudes to prove that they are the best of the best. And here we get to see a little bit more of what Edwards' personality is like.
I see we have a question.
Yeah, I'm sorry, maybe you already answered this, but why exactly are we here?
Son?
Second Lieutenant Jake Jensen, West Point, graduate with honors. We're here because you're looking for the best of the best of the best, sir.
What's so funny, Edwards?
Your boy Captain America over here. The best of the best of the best, sir. Yeah, with honors. You know, he's just really excited and he has no clue why we're here. That's very funny to me. Y'all ain't laughing though. Honestly, I would find myself in these kinds of situations most of the time. Would you ever want to know what it'd be like if I had to take a test like this with no table while sitting in an egg-shaped chair? Well, guess what? I don't have to tell you. The scene shows you what would happen. Okay, wait. Why would there be, from the look of it, a trigonometry-looking problem on a test that's supposed to prove that you're the best of the best? I mean, okay, they could prove that they are the best at math, but they're not here to become mathematicians. Why am I even complaining about this? I don't even like trig. Also, this room isn't just for taking a written exam. A cardboard alien attack simulator pops up and everybody has to shoot as many targets as they can. Edwards chooses an interesting target, and he explains his reasoning for it.
May I ask why you felt little Tiffany deserved to die?
Well, first I was gonna pop this guy hanging from the street light, and then I realized, you know, he's just working out. And how would I feel if somebody come running in the gym, bust me in my ass while I'm on a treadmill? Then I saw this snarling beast guy, and I noticed he had a tissue in his hand, and I realized, you know, he's not snarling, he's sneezing. You know, ain't no real threat there. Then I saw little Tiffany. I'm thinking, you know, 8-year-old white girl, middle of the ghetto, bunch of monsters, this time of night with quantum physics books. She about to start some shit, Zed. She's about 8 years old. Those books are way too advanced for her. If you ask me, I say she's up to something.
And honestly, I think it makes sense. He meets up with Kay, and he explains what the hell is all this.
Hey man, what the hell is all this?
Back in the mid-1950s, the government started a little underfunded agency with the simple and laughable purpose of establishing contact with a race not of this planet. Everybody thought the agency was a joke, except the aliens who made contact March 2, 1961, outside New York.
They were a group of intergalactic refugees. Wanted to use the Earth as an apolitical zone for creatures without a planet. Did you ever see the movie Casablanca?
The same thing, except no Nazis.
Oh.
We agreed, and we concealed all the evidence of their landing.
Uh-huh. So these are real flying saucers, and the World's Fair was just a cover-up for their landing.
Why else would we hold it in Queens? More non-humans arrive every year, and they live among us in secret.
Look.
He doesn't believe Kay. God damn it, Edwards! But it doesn't take long for him to change his thoughts.
How you doing, fellas? Well, don't work too hard.
Okay, so one of the major catches with joining the MIB is that you will not be remembered by anyone you have ever made contact with that is not already a part of MIB. Essentially, this means you'll be erased from existence. And this is another reason why I like K. He's good at both explaining and persuading people to join.
A person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. 1,500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was the center of the universe. 500 years ago, everybody knew the Earth was flat, and 15 minutes ago, you knew that people were alone on this planet. Imagine what you'll know tomorrow.
I mean, it's a tough decision to make, but he decides to go through with it anyway. Also, you know how the Nostalgia Critic does a series called What You Never Knew?
What you never knew.
If you haven't, it's a series where he points out fun little facts that were right in our faces the entire time, but for the longest time, we never even realized they were there. Well, I got one for you here. I never knew that! You see, Kay over here is looking at a crew member just off screen waiting for them to give him a cue to turn around as the door opens. You can sort of tell this because he keeps looking in the same exact spot and even gives the crew member a bit of a nod before he turns around.
Tell you something about all your skills. As of right now, they mean precisely dick.
After getting a brief tour of the MIB headquarters and almost trashing the entire place.
Huh? Hey, what's this thing?
Watch your head! Somebody get him some ice! Look at just when it's coming at you! I'm gonna pay for that!
Edwards is finally able to, as Zed puts it, put on the last suit he will ever wear.
Edwards, let's put it on.
Put what on?
The last suit you'll ever wear. You will dress only in attire specially sanctioned by MIB Special Services. You'll conform to the identity we give you. Eat where we tell you, live where we tell you. From now on, you'll have no identifying marks of any kind. You will not stand out in any way. Your entire image is crafted to leave no lasting memory with anyone you encounter. You are a rumor, recognizable only as deja vu and dismissed just as quickly. You don't exist, you were never even born. Anonymity is your name. Silence your native tongue. You are no longer part of the system. You are above the system, over it, beyond it. We're them, we're they. We are the men in black.
You know what the difference is between you and me? I make this look good.
Okay, something else you may be wondering is, whatever happened to Edgar from earlier? Did he ever show up again? Yeah, he did. Sort of, in 2 scenes, after his first scene and before this one you just saw. He's not doing a whole lot though, but from what we can gather, he's preparing a spaceship of some kind for something. And he gets really mad when certain insects are about to be exterminated.
Taking care of your pest problem.
Pest problem? Pest!
Yeah, you got a hell of an infestation.
You know, I've noticed an infestation here. Everywhere I look, in fact, nothing but undeveloped, unevolved, barely conscious pond scum. Totally convinced of their own superiority as they scurry about their short, pointless lives.
Well, yeah. Don't you want to get rid of them?
Oh, the worst way.
And yes, there is a point for the alien being here, but it's not yet told why. All we know for now is that he seems to have a very keen eye on this old guy. But what is Edgar actually up to? And what will the newly recruited Agent J discover in this new life of his? Find out on Christmas Eve.